Babe, we should totally get one of these so we can sleep in the GX.
Yeah, for sure. We have a rooftop tent at home, so. Ta-da! See, I told you we had one at home.
So if you're like me and you don't want to spend a couple $1,000s on a rooftop tent, I'm going to show you in this video how you can sleep in your car for the same cost as this tent. As you can probably tell, sleeping back here as it is not going to be the most comfortable. Here you go, here is my sleeping setup. This allows for your middle row to stay in place, has some great built-in storage for you here, and allows for at least two to sleep comfortably, maybe a small dog if you have one. If you don't believe me, listen to what my dog and my wife have to say.
So we've spent 4 nights in this already, 2 of them which have been with JoJo, and we've really enjoyed just the convenience of being able to roll up to camp, hop in the back when we're ready to go to bed, it already being set up. It's also just way more insulated than a tent is. We had a rowdy crowd that was camping next to us one time. We didn't hear a thing, and then all of our friends that were sleeping in tents couldn't sleep the whole night. So it actually is very well insulated. We've been camping in the summer and we've stayed cool throughout the evening, never woken up sweating. It really is way more spacious than you would think. I honestly feel like we're sleeping in a queen size bed, even with JoJo with us. So it's a great size. We've really enjoyed it, and I couldn't see going back to sleeping in a tent. JoJo, what do you think? Agreed. Yeah.
Now that you're sold on the value of this sleeping platform, let's talk about how it is put together. I will briefly discuss all the various components that I used, the specifications that you might need if you want to mimic this, and what the prices were. Like I said, this entire platform I was able to put together for under $200. As far as the design goes, I cannot take credit for this. I watched another video and it inspired my design very much so. I will link that video as he did a phenomenal job showing you how to put this thing together. I'm not going to show you how to do that today. As far as the wood goes, now I paid about $50 for the wood that I used. I got a 8-foot piece of 1932 plywood. That 8-foot piece is cut to a 3-foot section and a 1-foot section. It is attached with a hinge. That's just to make sure that that transition between the sleeping platform and the middle seats is a little bit smoother than it would be otherwise. I actually have a leftover 4-foot section I might use on a different project. The 2x10s, I got a 10-foot 2x10 board and had it cut into 3 3-foot sections, and then I had a little 1-foot section left over. I attached the plywood to the 2x10s using wood screws and some extra brackets. They're probably not needed, but I just wanted to feel a little bit safer. Especially when you're taking the platform in and out, it definitely felt a little bit more rigid after I added those brackets in. So that settles it for the platform. The only thing you need to know, I think, on the platform construction is to fit snug into the GX470 trunk and dodge some of the various tie-down points. I have the measurement that I used for the space from the outside of one 2x10 to the outside of the other 2x10. That's really the only measurement I think you really need. And then the only modification you need to make to the plywood is you just need to notch out the corners so it will fit snug with this back portion of the GX as it kind of closes right before the hatch. I had actually Lowe's do every single cut for me except for the trims in the corner. The platform itself is wrapped in just a multi-purpose outdoor rug that I got from Home Depot. I used some spray adhesive on the surfaces and then some staples on the edges on the bottom to make sure it's super secure. That was like 20 bucks or 25 bucks. So all in on the wood and the carpet, I got some adhesive for like 5 or 10 bucks. And then if you want to count nails and staples, maybe another 5 or 10 bucks. So all together, we're looking just under $100 for all of that. Now for the mattress, I just got this on Amazon. At the time that I purchased it, it was just over $100. I think it was about $110. It is a full-size mattress. It is a tri-folding mattress, which is great for stowing it with the middle row up. Doesn't take up quite the whole trunk, but does take up most of it because it is, I think, about 4 inches thick. I will link this one below. I've been pretty happy with it. It's pretty comfortable. And I think my favorite thing is it has some carrying handles too, so when you're taking it in and out, it's super easy to set up and tear down and move around, because a lot of times memory foam mattresses can be a little bit unwieldy. And then I just put a queen sheet on here. Even though this is a full size, we just have some leftover queen sheets from our guest bedroom, and it's worked phenomenal. But one quick note before we close, I did weigh the sleeping platform, and it is actually almost identical in weight to the third row seats that I took out to put this in. So if you're concerned about weight, this is really not going to add any more weight than if you were to keep your third row seats in. The memory foam on top of that, however, does add a little bit more weight, but I will throw that on the screen. In summary, I really hope this video inspired you to get out and camp a little bit more and realize that you don't need some big fancy rooftop tent to do it. You can put something in the back of your car or just sleep in a tent on the ground. But like my wife said, I love sleeping in the car, and it makes it a whole lot more fun to go camping. If you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing, drop a like, comment, do all the things. But in all seriousness, this is a new vehicle on the channel, and this is different, very new content for Flywheel Films. So please let me know if you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks. All cut into equal 3 feet sections, 3 foot sections. 3 feet, 3 feet section, 3 foot sections.
3 feet section, 3 foot sections.